Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky and we are here today to make a layout. Now, I wasn't sure really what I was going to be doing, so I'm just actually going through some product and, having a look-see until I decide or until something strikes me. This right here is the mix-in paper pack from Close to My Heart. It's the current one that is in the newest catalog. What is it called? Mix in July through September. It is X9042, in case you want to know. This is the crisp air paper stickers, and these are the Picture My Life cards. So we have 4x6 and 3x4 cards. Here I'm just looking at them, seeing if anything strikes my fancy. Ones I think are cute or that I really like, I end up keeping out. One of them is going to spark a little something. Actually, a couple of them will spark a little bit of ideas for me. I really like this fall bucket list. This is actually what I was going to do. I was going to do a layout with my fall bucket list because I don't necessarily have a lot of fall pictures to scrapbook right now at this point in time, but I do have things I want to do this fall. So I thought, hey, that fall bucket list would be a pretty good one if I don't come up with anything else, while I'm looking through these cards. This card right here, I really love that. Look how cute that is. I love how it just has that strip through the center right there of that blue gingham. I'm sitting there tapping it. I do end up going for a page, trying to make a page that kind of follows that same design that's on that 4x6 card that I put over there. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the sticker sheet. This says crispy, crunchy, colorful, but if you see right there, I just pointed toward the U. We do have our stickers in such a way where, like, colorful, you do have that extra U you can put in there if that's the way you spell it. And then here are the papers. We've got, 6 designs? Yeah. 3 designs, 2 of each, So right here, I did pull out, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm looking at this card thinking, what can I do with this? And I have this, that leaf paper, which I really like. Here's the collection I'm showing you in the catalog. I do like those stamps. I did not pick those stamps up. Oh, and this paper right here, when I'm looking through this catalog, I'm like, ooh, I like that layout. We might make that one later. That's not the one we end up making right now. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down this leaf paper. I really like this leaf paper, but I did pull out that 4x6 Picture My Life card because it caught my eye, and I was like, okay, we're going to kind of model a page after this card. Well, the thing is, when I'm sitting here looking at this leaf paper, and it doesn't matter, guys, this doesn't matter to anybody except for me, probably. I'm looking at this leaf paper. There is not a lick of blue on it anywhere. I'm like, does this really even go? Of course it goes. It's in the same collection, ding dong. I cut the blue, I think I cut that at 4. And I'm going to cut this piece right here. It's really cool. It's kind of like a woven piece of fabric is what it's made to look like. I was going to cut that at 4.5, but instead I decided just to cut 2 1-inch strips. Or am I cutting a 1/2 inch? Nope. I'm cutting 2 1-inch strips just to put at the top and the bottom was my idea. I originally was going to cut it at 4.5, but then I thought, man, I'm wasting a lot of paper doing that, and I absolutely do love this paper. It's like, it's textured. I mean, it's not textured to feel, but visually it looks like it's textured, and I really like that. Yeah, so if you remember how that card was, it just had that strip in the middle. It was pretty busy, except for the middle strip was not. So I'm kind of trying to mimic it, but I don't like the way it's looking at this point. It's really super duper busy, right? But I'm just going to keep playing around and see what we can do. See how that card is? I just love it. I think that is so cute, but it's not looking so cute in big form. Here I'm going to go ahead and look at some more cards, see what else we might be able to come up with. I like this. I thought I would fussy cut out those banners. I think that's really cute. The banners, cutting the banners out will at least give me some kind of jumping off point. I am going to trim off a little blue as well, thinking that I will add that to the banner shape. So here I'm thinking that, okay, we're going to basically just have our design confined right here to the middle is what my idea is now. You can see I have that banner piece just sitting right there. I'm not really sure where I'm going. So I pull out the fall bucket list 3x4 card. I like it. I'm still confused. I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. We are just gonna play with these banners for a few minutes. I do find another card in here, this one right here. I love fall most of all. That card I absolutely love. I think this is really a cute card, and that's actually what we're going to go with. I am going to be using that card. Super cute. Let's put these other ones away. So you can see here, this is so super busy. I do try to switch it up. Maybe I'll go vertical instead of horizontal. Maybe I'll flip the page over. See, I'm not really finding something I like. This is my method. This is how I figure out what I'm going to do. I do end up pulling out this wood grain. Now, this is not a close to my heart paper. This is a paper that I pulled out of a paper pad when I was doing my purge. We are going to end up using that as our background so much better. Like, just seeing this like this, it's like I feel like it's like the previous, it was so busy, it was like stressing me out. It was so busy. Now I pull out this wood grain and it's nice and peaceful. I'm like, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing around with this and see if there's anything or if I can find a design I end up liking. You see, I pulled that blue away from the edge and then I'm sticking that strip on it and it's hanging over the edge of the blue, right? We are going to go with that concept like that. We will end up trimming down the blue and also trimming down that strip just a little bit so that they're within the bounds of that wood grain. I did find this 3x4 card and I thought, oh, that's so cute. We're going to go ahead and put that down. It has this nice yellow. But when I flip it over, it's a really great toffee color, which looks so much better than that yellow. So we are going to be using that toffee color right there. We just took a 3x4 card and split it in half. Now, I did recently pick up these dies from Close to My Heart. I'll have those linked down below as well. But they are really cool. These are like a couple steps. See all those dies? You kind of piece them together. So cute. I used some of the, for my leaves, I used the same paper is what that thin strip in the center is, but the opposite side. The thin strip I keep on a dotted side, and on the leaves I flip it over to the opposite side of that paper. Super cute. And then I also use the blue, like we have in the center strip, is going to be the veins of the leaves. This is the paper I'm going to use. You can see there's a beer can in that, and that's not my favorite. So we're going to go ahead and trim the photo down, and we're just, in my journaling, I'm just talking about cool nights on the porch, and I cannot wait. We're going to trim our 3x4 card down just a little bit because it is 3x4, so it's 4 inches tall. Well, that's exactly what I cut my blue paper at as well. And yeah, I wanted to have a little bit of that blue border to go around it. Here's another option of a photo. This was actually a fall photo. We went jeeping, but it doesn't look very fallish, and it doesn't really necessarily look good with these papers. So we're going to go ahead and pass on the Jeep photo from fall, and we're going to go ahead and go with the outdoor photo or the porch photo. So see how I trimmed that blue? We went ahead and made that 11 inches in width. What was that, 4x11? And this right here we made like, it's 1x11.5, I believe. I'm going to be cutting banner shapes into the edges, or to the ends. Super cute. So see, it's just going to overhang a little bit on the side of the blue like that. Super cute. Go ahead and commit to the placement of our little gingham right here. I do love that toffee color. I know I originally pulled it out for the yellow, but that toffee looks really good. I've been a little MIA this week, so sorry about that. I did finally, you guys remember hearing me talk about that colonoscopy, stressing out about it for, I don't know, 2 months. Finally, that's over and done with. Thank goodness. That was not any kind of fun at all, and I do not recommend. I 0 5 stars. Do not recommend. Okay, so when I cut out those flowers, I also cut out just some blue ones that were some simple leaves. So we are going to put those down around the page as well. This is what we're going to be using as some of our embellishments. You can see I'm just trying to put them down somewhere that I think is cute. And I actually really do love the placement of a few of them, or of most of them actually. I am going to be popping up the leaves, or at least some of the leaves, on foam tape. Now the leaves that are closer to that card, those are flush to the page, those are flat to the page, and I have foam tape just underneath the point and then the first 2 leaves going down. Now remember, this card was originally 4 inches tall, but we did trim it down. We trimmed it down to about 3.5 inches. We're just going to sit this down there, and you see that the leaves up top, I didn't move those. I really like the placement of them, so I'm just going to stick foam tape under them without moving them because I loved it. I loved where it was. So yeah, we're just going to keep it sitting right there and place the foam tape underneath some of these leaves. Super, super cute. Okay, we're going to work on our banner. Now our banner, we're going to use adhesive on the back of it, and just toward the bottom of the banner, we'll use some foam tape. See, we're doing the adhesive, putting the adhesive on, and then just at the bottom, right there, we're putting a little bit of foam tape. So it's going to be flat at the top, and then it's going to come up and give us a little bit of shadowing and dimension. I love that effect. And again, love the placement of this little leaf. So I am not going to move it. I'm just going to stick the foam tape underneath the leaves without moving it too much. Okay, so those are all down and in place. I did put that photo down. I'm going to be pulling out these. These are like the complements that go with the Backyard Bliss collection. We're going to pull out several of the leaves and just stick those down around in our little leaf clusters. Super cute. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this banner off. That banner, I thought it'd give me a little something extra. I didn't like the way that it looked there. In fact, the banners that come on that Backyard Bliss, I think it's because they kind of flare out toward the bottom, and I think that might have been what was throwing me off. Otherwise, perhaps it might have been just a fine banner, but yeah, I'm not going to end up going with that. I will put these the leaves down though. Then we're gonna go ahead and write our journaling. I am using one of the Jelly Roll pens that I picked up over at Close to My Heart. I'll have everything linked down below for you guys. Then I got out my ruler and I decided we're gonna go ahead and draw a line around the entire page. What I like about these Jelly Roll pens, you kind of, if you draw slow, then you get the solid line. If you go fast like I just did, you get skipping. See how that skips? I really love that look. Now I know a lot of times you want the solid line, and that's great. You just slow it down, slow it down when you're doing your line. However, I like the skipped line, so I'm just going to keep going pretty quickly. Here I pulled out some Jen Hadfield gold glitter spray. I'm just going to do some splatters around. I was going to be using the gold gilt that I usually do use from Dina Wakley. It's a gold gilt, but my bottle won't open. It's like, I apparently put it up messy, so it's like sealed shut now. Here I did take some little hearts off of that same Backyard Bliss compliments pack. We're going to put those down around the page. After that, guys, we aren't going to do anything else. That's going to be our final page. This is really cute. Love how this came out. Super, super fun. I just think it's beautiful. And I love that I have journaling on it already. This is going to go into a page protector and into one of my albums. So I'm also really happy that I finally have done, or I have done another layout that is for me, because a lot of times I'm doing layouts that are gifts for other people. So yeah, this is really great. I love having this. Can't wait to get it into my album. How have you guys been filing your pages? I haven't been even putting them in any kind of order. I've just been putting in my albums. How have you guys been doing it? That's how I've been doing it most recently. Before, I used to have a little bit of organization skill, and it wasn't like that, but now it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to support my channel, check the links down below, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye, guys.